Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just gonna go straight into gamer time. No need to dawdle, I think. You know why we're here. I am focused squarely on finishing this stupid thing before, before the year ends. And if I keep going on these like random impromptu tangents like this, not scheduling streams ahead of time and just saying, I'm free, I'll do it, I might be done by Thanksgiving. That's not a promise. Sorry for the weird angle. I'm trying desperately to plug in my headphones to the back of my monitor without being able to see. They're in. Okay. Normally that's done beforehand. Anyway. Hi, Kai. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to more Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a goat now. I just needed you to see it. Just as proof that last time I did, in fact, finish the last of the shrines in this game. Went straight head on into the Thunderhead Isles and brute forced my way through the last of those shrines, even though I definitely needed to have done something ahead of time to clear that storm before doing that. But I made it. It made for a nigh incomprehensible stream, but it's done. I've done all 152 shrines, and I'm a goat now. Give me 2 seconds to restart my capture card. It fell a little bit out of sync. Anyway, now that I've done that, what's next? Folks, what is next? I've got a couple quests in my adventure log that I would like to work on before we go find Princess Zelda at Hyrule Castle alongside the Red Moon. There are a couple side adventures that I'd like to complete. Frankly, all of the side adventures, the lengthy quests that have a little bit more going on, I would like to do these. These kind of pretend to be the most interesting, I think, of what I have left. But then also there's a couple side quests that kind of sort of interest me, or are just easy ones that I can go ahead and turn in. For example, Follow the Cuckoos is a quest where someone in Kakariko Village says that, oh, you need to go find my Cuckoos because I ran out of bird eggs. But I already have bird eggs for her. You don't need to actually find the Cuckoos. I looked that up, so I could just turn that in. So we're gonna begin today with some boring stuff. We're gonna go turn in this thing, and then we're gonna try out some of the tiny ones that I can just like throw some stuff at the wall, and then we'll figure out which of these do interest me that I'd like to go do. For one, I want to go get the new Champion's Tunic that I definitely was supposed to do at the start of the game. Yeah, it's still mostly just because that's kind of sitting there. And it feels weird to have not done it. And then, yeah, there's a couple other things. But first, where are you? All the Cuckoos, I'm looking for Trissa, who is just in one of these shops here. Kakariko Village is also home to the ring ruins that I've been unable to decipher until now. I say until now, nothing's changed. That's a story thing, so should be able to replenish my stock of everything other than bird eggs. They're a popular product, so I wish I could do something about that. If only I only had 10 of them. Here you go. I think I have like 12. 50 rupees. Definitely more than I'd normally get. Let me put these on display. Okay, and now I can buy bird eggs here if I wish. I can just take them right back from her. Wow, that's a real markup. She's making 120 on that she just paid me 50 for. It's a profit of 70, baby. All right, so that's a quest. That's a quest done. It's funny how some of these have like slightly more complicated things that they want me to do, and you can just bypass it by having the right item in your inventory. Okay. Anyway, what else we got? There's another quick one I wanted to try. Decorate with passion. Slightly interests me. This is one where somebody needs me to decorate an item in a certain way. Like needs me to do a particular fuse. And I don't know what it is. So I just kind of want to look at it again. I remember just fusing some random things and not being able to really make much sense out of it. But, you know, I want to see what they have to say. And if I can't figure it out, then I'll give up. But kind of a quick thing that was on my list for later. Hey, what should I use? Bora. Sabota.
Oh.
Now that the sand shroud's quieted down, we're able to get our regular supplies. Stylishly decorate a weapon. I don't know how to approach this request. Make it sparkle. It must radiate burning passion. Sparkle and passion. Not monster parts. Okay. Weapon I could use as a reference for where to start. That would help a lot. What about this that's on my back? The Master Sword.
Oh.
Okay, now, is this only about the fuse material, or do I need to also have a particular weapon? I don't think I need a particular weapon. What do I have? I have a topaz rod. For burning passion, of course, burning is not the highlighted thing, but for burning passion, I'm kind of thinking we show off a ruby. Hold on, give me a moment to study this weapon.
Oh.
So if you attach a ruby like that, what did I try before? I like saw that in my notes, and I was like, I had written down radiate burning passion. I was like, burning, sparkle, ruby, duh. That's sparkle, and the weapon positively radiates with burning passion. Even I can make something like this, and it will certainly please my mentor. Sark for showing me such an inspiring decoration. Please take this. Okay.
Oh.
All right. And that's that. Unless she had like more than one thing, but I don't think so. Well, that feels a little silly, but you know, at least I got to turn in both of those real quick. Anyway. Again, I'm not committed to everything. So, those were just tiny things that were like able to be turned in immediately. I don't think I'm gonna go find Frank's wife, unfortunately. Yeah, as for remaining actual quests, I wrote down a couple. I'm not gonna find all the wells. I don't think I'm gonna find jewelry shop thing, treasure of the Gerudo Desert, probably not. New champion's tunic for sure. Not wife wafted away, and then I'm not gonna bother with all of Misko's treasures. That's pretty in-depth. That's gonna take a while. Now, unfortunately, I was pretty interested in getting the other pieces of the Fierce Deity armor and getting this done, but I'm not committing to that. I have had enough of quests that rely on just finding armor pieces, so no more of that. So really out of the side quests here, it's just gonna be the Champion's Tunic. As for the side adventures, I'm gonna do the rest of these. I don't know if there are any others that I haven't picked up, but I'm going to do these. And then it's not listed, but there's also the big statue to the Temple of Time ruins that says something about being stuck under the water by the stone gate at the Great Plateau. Don't know what all that means, but that does intrigue me. So I will look into that. But first, let's see which of these I'd like to go ahead and do now. Display the power of the Sage of Lightning at the end of the long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death. Okay. So these are all about the Thiflo ruins. So that's also kind of a crucial thing, is these are all kind of sort of the same quest. Investigate Thiflo ruins to find the place described on the monolith. Okay, end of the long dragon that protects the mountain of death. Okay, long dragon that protects Death Mountain. Is that gonna be... Is there a statue or something that refers to that? Or am I going to have to get on top of, Dinral and use, Riju's power? That feels a little silly. Anyway, first, go to Thiflo ruins, reacquaint ourselves with the monoliths real quick. Because, yeah, we got a couple of these. Hey, Sage, secret technique. My plucky assistant. You discovered a new monolith? Right over there. At a glance, it seems different from the other monoliths. Display the power of the Sage of Wind to the owl protected by many dragons. Sage of Fire to blaze through the space between two dragons from head to tail. Two dragons. The description reminds me of something I saw when I first arrived at these ruins. The corridor between two dragons. Sage of Water in the presence of the 6 dragons. Small ring of dragon head statues somewhere, wasn't there? Where was that again? Sage of Lightning at the end of the long dragon that protects the mountain of death. A lot of dragon statues. We're looking for one with a long body. Okay, so they are statues. I don't have to jump on top of Dinral. What's the mountain of death part? That's troubling. Okay. Death Mountain long dragon statue. Lizard? Let me talk to you one more time. So that's a total of 4 quests here. These ruins appear to be Zonai in origin, but they feature text written in modern Hyrulean. How could that be? Who built these ruins and for what purpose? Should we start left to right? Display the power of the Sage of Wind to the owl protected by many dragons. You don't seem to have much to say about that one. That's weird, actually. That's the only one that you didn't stop me. 2 dragons. That description reminds me of something I saw when I first arrived at these ruins. Okay, so... Corridor between 2 dragons. Sage of Fire to blaze through the space between 2 dragons from head to tail. When you first arrived at these ruins? Do I need to just, like, search the perimeter real quick? Protected by the Mountain of Death. Yeah, I'm also wondering, I can't recall if these are all things that I'm just doing right here, and the bottleneck is really just having the powers, or are there statues, like, throughout the world that I have to deal with? Like 6 dragon heads. Does this register as anything interesting? No, not you. Not your great eagle bow. My great eagle bow. Oh, that's not a great eagle bow on my back. That was Tulin's. Yeah, these are dragons. Let's get you out of the way. I have some archaeology to do. Yeah, you're a tough one. I always underestimate you people. Strung Zonite sword. Complete. Okay. Space between two dragons from head to tail. Oh, I already did the Sage of Wind one. That's why. Okay. Display the power of the Sage of Fire to blaze through the space between two dragons. Display the power of the Sage of Water in the presence of the 6 dragons. Okay. Yeah, they're all in these ruins. End of the long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death. Okay, so that one's interesting because that one has to do with a place that's not here. I need to get you people out of here so I can be left to my devices. Drop the crummy ruby sword in favor of large stick. Anything jumping out at me? I don't think that's gonna do you much good. I was wrong. Okay. Mighty Construct Bow. Yeah, that's garbage, so. And I said it was garbage. Yay! Dragon head right here. Not being very methodical in my search. I'm just kind of wandering around and hoping I find stuff, but I don't think that's quite the move. It occurs to me that at that one place that had 3 dragon heads, there may have just been 3 on the other side as well that make up the 6 dragons. This one's missing a head. Yeah, I think the 3 were right here. I am beginning to doubt there are gonna be more on the other side. Nope. Okay. But I suppose even if it's a 3rd dragon there, that could still technically be the space between 2 dragons, and we've got the head and tail here. Of course, it said from head to tail. Yeah, well. And it said a corridor, so this feels wrong. That's a corridor. You know, Bo, one more time. Well, that didn't work. Maybe be on the head. Don't launch off of it. Where are you? Not you. Not you. Ah! I didn't do anything. Let's try one more right off of the head. I didn't do it. Emphatically, 1 too many dragons would be my interpretation there. Long dragon, 6 dragons, 2 dragons. The end of the long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death. This dragon's fairly long. Where are you pointing? Is that toward the Mountain of Death? That's opposite the Mountain of Death, but maybe there's a different one that points toward it. These are both pointing elsewhere. But those are emphatically long dragons. Unless this is the corridor between them. Ugh. Head to tail, just launch down there. That wasn't it. Oh, I'm feeling silly, y'all. That's fine. I'm allowed to be silly. I will need the stream to stop dropping frames, but that's fine. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Is this 6 in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 dragons needed. Which one? Display the power of the Sage of Water. Let me read that again. In the presence of the 6 dragons. Yeah. Sidon, do I need you, like, over here? Get in the hole with me. Here I am. I'm among the 6 dragons. One, two, three. There's actually 4 on this side. God damn it. Unless it's this. It's not. And did the guy say 6 in a circle? One lone head over here. Certainly not head to tail. Another lone one over here. And then, yeah, I found 2 long... That actually just has a head on each side. Oh my god. Where's the guy? Let me talk to you again. Long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death.
Yeah.
We're looking for one with a long body. And that one is the Sage of Lightning, it said. Let's just focus one by one. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just making for darn sure that I do all of these here rather than at other places. Okay. Okay. Just needed to make sure on that. Because it seemed pretty clear, but the protect the Mountain of Death part felt weird. Tell me about the 6 dragon heads, because I found several dragon heads. Small ring of dragon head statues. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard to find. This is really all just about it being a big, silly maze. I guess this is outside the ruins. It's not going to be around here. I need to get on a car. I didn't see any long dragons over there, but that sure looks like a big corridor. Here's a long dragon. Not particularly pointing toward or around Death Mountain, though. This is just a sunken spot. With a Korok. Not nothing. It's functionally nothing, though. To be clear. Yeah, I figured that would break first try. Good. That was a real unnecessary second hit, but that's okay. Really kind of thought it'd be easier to find these small dragon heads. This is a corridor of dragons. Head to tail? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yunobo, let's go! Okay. One down. Good lord. Oh, that one little area that had like the line of 7, I must have had to use, I guess Tulin's power in that little middle part. Because this little alcove coming up, I saw one of those without a chest. So that's the one I've already completed. Okay, good to have that one. Now I'm looking for a long dragon and 6 dragon heads, which I think I've just come across. All right, that was Tulin, I believe. I swear. 1, 2. That wasn't Tulin, by the way. I just used that with Sidon. However. Come on. 6 dragons. Display the power of the Sage of Water in this presence of 6 dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey everyone, look at me. Look at me. Let's go right toward the middle of them. Yep. Side on again. Okay. It might have needed to be the charge attack so that it hits all 6 of the dragons. Or that time was just feeling nicer to me, I don't know. Could be anything. All right, I got 3 rubies for my trouble there. Probably gonna be opal, since that one's water, which means the last one's gonna give me topaz because I need to use Riju at the Long Dragon by Death Mountain. Death Mountain's down here, so gonna probably be in this corner-ish. So let's head down there. First attack was just slightly out of range. Yeah, that tracks. It's getting dark, which means I'm getting fast. Oh my goodness, a bot! Someone to kill. I said I'll finish this game if it kills me. I didn't say it couldn't also kill others in the process. So yeah, this is probably where I use Tulins, huh? All right, protect Death Mountain, which I can see. Hey there! I will meet you in a second. That's funny. Okay. Are you long? Oh, you're quite long. You're so long you got a Korok. Wow, gracious. This one just like goes. Okay, so I need to. Did it just say in the presence? I just need to find the head. At the end of the long dragon that protects the Mountain of Death. Well, this is one end, and it's got a big ol'... This is where it's gonna raise. Let's try it first, just in case. Oh, wait, I was thinking of the last game. Riju. My fault for climbing unnecessarily. I just wanted to do a cool aerial shot. Oh, that counts. Okay, that's the end. The tail would be more generally considered the end. It's just that that's exactly where the thing was coming up, and I could tell, so I kind of figured I'd have to go to the head. But hey, that works out. Cool. That's a cute little set of puzzles. Now that's a side adventure in that it requires you to complete all of the temples. So technically it's a long quest, but if you already have the thing, it's just like find one thing and perform an action. But there's more. All right, let's find out where that actually opened up. Oh no! Oh no! It's fine, you don't need me. You can find enrichment in other areas of your life. Huh? Kazul, my trusty assistant, you're back! I thought I could hear a loud noise from deep within the ruins. You heard that too, right? It was unsettling. I wonder what might have caused it. Let's find out, baby! Wherever it was. He's looking this way. Am I dumb? I assume it had to be like kind of central, right? Entrance to the area at least. And I've lost it. Give me another look. I am just truly unable to keep my eye on things. Huh? Okay. This is your entrance. There's nothing else around. Just walk down here. Is it this? Yes, okay. In we go! This is gonna count as a cave. Or there's gonna be a monolith waiting for me. Hey, hello! Are you there? You're not reading the monolith without me, are you, pal? So this is what was waiting for us beneath the ruins. Wait, you found another monolith? If it was hidden away down here, there's almost certainly something important written upon it. Here, have some shoes. Oh, my heart is pounding. Shall we dare read it? Dare we? We dare! Here, allow me. A monument to loyalty. Hyrule owes its peace today to the gift that King Rauru gave unto us in his noble feat of imprisoning the Demon King. Wait, King Rauru? Imprisoning the Demon King? Rauru is named in legend as the first king of Hyrule. And this mention of imprisoning the Demon King, this monolith is no doubt a chronicle of the imprisoning war. My heart won't stop pounding. Let's read on. The great battle ended with a seal, began with support from the sages, each of whom bore a shining secret stone. Among these were 4 Hyruleans, loyal warriors. Good lord. Among these were 4 Hyruleans, loyal warriors all, who hastened to King Rauru's aid as their oaths demanded. They are the pride of the peoples of Hyrule. This stone monument is dedicated to the loyalty that will echo through time. I see. In other words, this ruin is dedicated to the sages who fought with Rauru, the first king of Hyrule. It was built by Hylians afterward. That explains why there was Hyrulean text on the monoliths we found. What a discovery! I'm astonished to find so profound a secret hidden in these long-buried ruins so full of mystery. Demon King? Secret stone? I wouldn't know nothing about that. I'll stay here for now to analyze what's written on this monolith. Once my heart rate returns to normal, I'll swing by the survey team base in Kakariko and turn my findings into a book. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, whoops, I completely forgot to give you a reward. I never could have solved the mystery of these ruins without you, my assistant. You have my thanks. Well, everything else was a precious gem, so it's gonna be a diamond. Or worse! The real reward is gonna be whatever's in that chest. A big battery! And this too! Okay, all right. I'll accept that. Very funny. If you came all this way just to see some ruins, you must be almost as fanatical about Zonai history as I am. So please, enjoy these Zonai artifacts I discovered, mementos to remind you of our time working together. Now, fear not. Since I'll be sticking around a while, you can come back if ever you'd like to talk ruins and relics. In the meantime, happy trails! Goodbye, my trusty assistant. Okay, that was a fun little one. I really was kind of expecting more, but I mean, I'd left it sitting there because I couldn't do all of them at the time, so technically this was a very long time in the making. All right, what do we got? Dusk Claymore, a slender claymore thought to have been handed down to the Kingdom of Hyrule ages ago. The blade shines with a holy luster. Okay. All right, holy luster. Holy luster, Batman. It's a shiny one. It's not gloomed up. All right. Okay, folks, let's see what's next. So, of the side adventures I was interested in, that was really all one quest. So I'm way closer to my intended end point than I was given credit for. Let's take a look at messages from an ancient era. A priceless stone tablet good lord, I just can't read today. Engraved with ancient Hyrulean text has fallen from the sky into Lookout Landing. Wordsworth, a scholar of ancient Hyrulean, says he intends to decipher the text by comparing it to ancient documents left at the lab in Kakariko Village. He's departed for the village in the southeast. Okay, I was just there. If I were thinking, I would have started that here, but I'm not complaining. Would have started that first since I was already there, but this one didn't take too long. Dropped frames. Okay. Let's take a look at what our friend Wordsworth has to say. Now I am wondering a smidge, is this going to be linked to the ring ruins and really I'm gonna have nothing ahead of me? Where are you? This slab right down here. Or around the corner? This means...
Yeah.
Ah, Link! Good of you to come. Too curious to stay away, eh? Who are you again? You know it! Who are you again? It has been a while. What a droll sense of humor. It's me, Wordsworth, the ancient Hyrulean scholar you met at Lookout Landing. Aren't you curious about my findings here, Link?
Oh.
This is a picture of the stone tablet that fell from the sky at Lookout Landing. I managed to decipher the inscription on it using my notes on ancient Hyrulean I had in storage at this research lab. Here's what it says. Ones held e honore als hoc mede to King Raru und Queen Sonia, thereafter to his sister and to Princess Zelda. Once, okay, King Raru and Queen Sonia thereafter to his sister and to Princess Zelda, was Hochmed. Okay. Her on this greatest stand on 12 more withal make indict min time with the royal family. So make twelve remembrance preservant for the sake of him on whom our hope rests. There's not much to go on. You can clearly read the names of King Raru and Queen Sonia, the founders of Hyrule. You're a scholar of ancient Hyrulean. You really should know that for sure. The name Zelda, clearly legible elsewhere in the text. The author finishes by saying that she will write about the royal family's daily lives in 13 segments. Sorry about the frame drops again. It's just kind of happening. We're mostly stable, but it's happening enough that it's still freaking me out a little bit. Check if anything else is using my internet right now. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't think it's on my device. All right. It certainly seems to be a royal diary left behind by a chamberlain or someone of equivalent station. The part that catches my attention is the third name mentioned, Zelda. There's no record of anyone by that name in any of the other texts we've unearthed so far, but this is evidence that the name Zelda is much older than the princess. It dates all the way back to Hyrule's founding, as established in Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. This is not new information.
Oh.
What's written here must be the start of a first-hand account of Hyrule. Did you notice the number 13 there? That means there are 12 more stone tablets to be found. The royal chamberlain really left these.
Oh.
It's an interesting perspective on the day-to-day life of the era, one which the history books don't mention. There's so much we could learn here of King Raru, Queen Sonia, or even this curious woman named Zelda. 12 stone tablets left. Fascinating. And yet, this is the one circumstance where the name Zelda is in fact referring to the exact same person. This is not a historical figure named Zelda. This is our Zelda.
Oh.
If you happen to find more stone tablets on your travels, get some kind of visual evidence of them and show it to me. I'll make sure there's a nice reward in it for you. If I find any. I still need to capture 12. Can you give me a hint?
Oh.
No. No. So this is actually a quest that, I get no direction on. I think I might not do this one. I think I might just decide, no, I don't have to. Which is, to be clear, a new impulse for me. Ah. Are you gonna tell me all of it again?
Ah. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Anything around that might give me a wee bit of a hint? Examine what? Calip's journal. Calip, what attracted you to join the Zonai survey team? A little flustered, I answered I heard its research division was led by a brilliant man by the name of Taro. I feel like I've read this. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look up this quest real quick and see if maybe there's some hint I'm not aware of. But if it really is just like, go find 13 things in this gigantic world and hope, then I think I might simply not. There's one at every major sky archipelago. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. This is what those star islands are for. Okay. You know what? That does intrigue me. Because I hadn't been doing those. I hadn't really understood. Okay, if they're all just in the sky, we've been everywhere. So I can do that. I'm okay with that. One in each major archipelago. So there's this one. We can do that. I'm going to, by the way, where was I? I'm going to remove this, signpost quest that I marked because I don't need to do that. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll do this. I'm okay with that. That's intriguing to me. Stop dropping frames! Please! Good gravy. Give me 2 seconds to look at the router real quick. I'm gonna move it slightly closer. And I did move the router between when I first started encountering really bad internet problems and then now. Still, I don't think that this should be enough to really affect things this badly, but whatever. Okay. So we're heading to that red beacon. How far is that? That might be close enough that I can just launch off of this and glide. Folks, that's what it's for. Folks, this is going to get me exactly there. This was the purpose the whole time. Cool. I don't think I even needed Tulin. Okay, yeah. No, I was supposed to draw the conclusion of, hey, that monolith looks like these. But, it had been so bloody long, and I had mostly, like, I don't know, the look of this was not really the reason that was not really the thing that stood out to me. This one's not falling. Right, aren't these the things that fall? Etched with ancient Hyrulean text, you can't read it. Tablet in ancient Hyrulean. For some reason I felt like that first one didn't take, so. All right. Ah! That's fine. Okay, one down. 2 will be North Gerudo Sky Archipelago. Said 1 in each of the archipelagos. Right here. Gerudo Sky over here count? Presumably not. All right. Starting from... actually, hang on. There's one over here. I was gonna say... Starting from East Gerudo Sky Archipelago, we're just gonna go we're just gonna go clockwise, but that's not true. This one's right in the middle here. Okay. I'm writing these down. I don't trust that I'm gonna, no. Just mark it with a stamp. This is done. Done is this, because I don't need shrine, I don't need shrine stamps anymore. So I can take a wing from there. Cool. Feeling okay. It's cold! Blue is that way. I probably want to get there from higher up if I can manage. Whee! That's right. That's the stuff. Okay. And I probably don't need a wing, honestly. How high can I jump from here? We're gonna do a classic rocket shield. Then we're just gonna glide. I feel a little silly that I had to Google where these tablets are, given that I've seen so many of these islands, and every time I've just set foot and be like, well, nothing here. But, like, you know, you don't know what you don't know. I just assumed, oh, this will be something later, and then there's so many this will be something later things in this game that I just didn't know. Oh, but this one fell. I did knock this one down. And did it just, like, land? Or... Right, it must have just gone straight down. There it is. All right. That's 2. We're going back up. No. Okay. That's done. As for... So does that count as the East Gerudo Archipelago one? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. This one's the South Hyrule Sky. Let's go to the North Gerudo Sky Archipelago. It might be total placebo, because I'm still seeing occasional problems. but I did move my router like just slightly closer to the other router, and it appears to largely be fine now. Doesn't stop me from looking onto it. Looking onto that little green bar in fear, though. This one's a teeny bit annoying to get out of. Kind of frustrating that the fast travel point is inside this gigantic structure. And that's not the first time I've dealt with that. This one's also low gravity. I can also just take a rocket and then glide. Of course, that's probably just true generally. You would think I would need to build a plane for all of these, but I'm kind of thinking I won't need to. Oh, especially not for that one. That one is quite low. Got all the stamina in the world. Why would I need anything? And it's on the ground anyway. I can see that. Well, I can't see the thing, but I'm pretty sure that that's got a hole in it. Oh, no. And it does tell me, though, that that's a distinct piece that had to load separately. So as soon as I set foot on it, it'll fall. That's funny. And I'm glad I didn't immediately change course and just start looking down, because I definitely thought about it. I haven't been over on this. Doubtful it's much of anything, but, you know, it's an island I haven't set foot on. Anything? Maybe a hanging old map. I cleared out all of the old maps that I had, right? I cleared out all of the little marks that were already accounted for. Hey, did I go too low because of that? Where is the thing? Because it's not that. Yeah, I think it might be up there. Or down there? It's down there. Okay. I just wanted to see if there's anything hanging around. I don't think there's much. Okay. You will fall. Because you never tried to stand for yourself. Oh, and you have to be close enough or at the angle or whatever. Yeah, there it goes. Whee! Can I outrun it? Can I outrun it? No, that's not what this armor does anyway. I got a nice, tasty rushroom out of it. And a Korok. All right. Does land anywhere that would show me anything interesting? Because I haven't been around here. And I could see that as a function of these. You follow them all the way to the bottom and then there's something waiting for you. But it appears not. I'll run out real quick just to see. But yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah, just icy Los Alfos. Okay. Mark that one as done. Starview Island. All right, everything covered here. Next is, okay, there's West Hyrule Sky Archipelago, which is just a boss arena or something? Maybe a Sage's Will? I've been there, but there's no funny flower island, so I'm just gonna trust that. I don't see anything else. There is something around here though, right? There's supposed to be anywhere. South Hebra. Well, now I'm having trouble. Thought these were all shaped the same. Okay, there's this one. I can do that. Where are all of these set for? Give me my pins back. So that I can set them in the new places. Nothing there. Nothing out here. Seemingly nothing here. That feels wrong. Ah! Gotta be one in here, right? No? This is something I haven't touched, though. Oh, wait, no, Please reset the hero's path so I know what's actually happened. Still not somewhere I've been, so, you know, might be worth checking out. Oh, well, that's an easy one. That one's just right off the edge. Right here as well. And that's the last that I can really mark for now. Which means we're gonna go to this one next. No. But we will mark that with a star, just so I can look at it later. Okay. Where am I right now? Right here. Let's head up to the next one that we can see. This is not around here, apparently. It's really surprising me. Ah, right here. There's one. Yeah, let's go to you. I said clockwise. Clockwise made sense to me. For some reason, it won't let me set a stamp because it's not actually on land. Okay. Anyway, that was a lot of map jockeying, but, you know, that's in the interest of finding these things faster later. I've got most of them marked, if not all. Now, is it marking them off on my quest log whenever I do these? Or am I just gonna have to count the stamps? All right, we're on our way to blue. Wanted to see if the gumball had anything to offer me. That waterfall almost looks like one of the tablets. All right, where are you? You're not up, right? Right down there. Easy, easy. I'm noticing they actually do put pretty much all of these within just paraglide reach of the islands. Like, Tulin sped it up there a little bit, but I haven't even used up the first stamina wheel. So you could get here with no upgrades from there. It seems like it might be on purpose. Okay. You still need to capture 12 stone tablets. Okay, I think that'll change once I've told him. Okay, so that's one. Okay. Right up here, there's a one. Sorry about that. This one's gonna have the launcher. That'll help me more than going from the labyrinth over there, I think. After this one, I think I'm gonna take a quick break. Use the bathroom and all that. It was blue? Yep. What's the gumball? Wing, fan. Fan, yeah, I'm gonna use that. Fill this up real quick. Of course, I suppose there's not really a lot more left where I would be using a fan, let alone for 11, I would, that's enough for 3 planes. Will I be using 3 more planes? I actually don't know. Kind of sad to think about. Have I built my last plane? I doubt I've built my last plane. I don't know what I'm saving my big charges for. To be fair, I do use the big charges kind of to fill all the way back up when I'm at the end of a battery. They're way more useful for filling up than the normal charges are. Do I need 17 of them for that? No. I'm just following my habits at this point. How many I got now? 16? That's enough. Okay. One day you'll go live for the last time and you won't even realize till it's too late. That's actually sad. You can't be doing that. One day I'll wait in line at the DMV for the last time. Really makes you think you gotta cherish every little moment, even the miserable ones. Okay. That's a one. Let's see. Next, we'll go here. Nothing else around? See, yeah, that's the funny thing is I've been to these. Almost all of them. I was like, let's check it out. There's an island in the distance, but some of them didn't even fall. I figured the falling meant something, but turns out not really. That just makes you wait to take the picture. I may have had the last day of normal use of my wrist. And I didn't even realize it. Where are you? You look like you're pretty down low. Let me just go. I said I'd use the bathroom. I was wrong. You know. Can't know everything. Has that one fallen already? It looks like it, but... And you know, Hero's Path did say I've been here, so that one has fallen already. Whee! No, we gotta go through the hoop. Gotta go through the hoop. Yeah! That's a basket. Does this go all the way into the chasm? Is this one? Is this one in the depths? Yes! I must have had a good reaction when that happened the first time. Hi! There's a lot going on, folks. Where's that going? Obsidian frocks. All right, there's the tablet. Let me get this first. That was a lot. And also to be technically met with a boss in the middle of all that. Some fun little drama. That was well staged. Of course, you can't bank on Din Raal always being there, but it worked out. Okay, I'm gonna take my break real quick. See y'all in a second. Wah! And she's back. Hi, hi. Brr. My sweetie's gonna be home soon. You'll get to see Anya just like pass right behind. That'll be the extent of that. All right, next is Sokala Sky Archipelago, it looks like. Nothing in these corners? Nothing in the Elden Archipelago? Are we sure about that? This looks like something. There are always these little tiny stragglers that get me wondering. Let's just go with what we know. And what we know is that there's one in the corner right here. Ugh, I'm a little chilly. I don't know what the temperature is today. All right, let's see. Purple right over there. It's not above us, is it? Oh, it's above the... That's not right off the edge. It looks like that from the bird's eye view. That's funny. I think they did that on purpose. I think they're mad at me. Any unique, cool way up? Gonna guess not. Huh. I'm going to shit myself. Why are there 5 different ads on my screen? Thought I picked up an adware bug, but then I realized, nope, this is just Twitch. Yeah, that's how things are. Hi, Boomy. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How? This isn't gonna launch me near as high as I need it to. Your flannel's on point today? Thank you. I'm a cutie. Many people are saying this. Let's make another rocket shield real quick. Probably won't be enough, but it's something. Did I not take it out? No, I think I canceled it by going to the other tab. Okay. Launch me and then rocket. It will not be enough, but... Oh, I can't even do that in midair. Why did I think I could pull out my shield in midair? Okay. Let's see what I got in the auto-built tank. Yeah, that's, that one goes up. This one also goes up. I just have 2 different versions of that thing. Why? Fan boat. Dirigible. Hot air balloon. Yeah, I'll pull out the batteries one. And I guess I'll provide the fans. There we go. 15 zonite. Oh, I didn't have enough fans. That's fine. Because you're pushing the boundaries of shield flying. That I am, always. Out of battery 1, which is fine. So hey, I made the right call, pulling out some more fans earlier. It is funny how the weight shifts as each battery is, depleted. Yeah, that uses a lot of battery very quickly, huh? For a split second, I thought that this was one that went all the way down, that fell to the ground as well. That would have been funny. All that for nothing. Come on. All right. Okay, that's another. I don't know how many this is now. It feels like 6 or so. All right. So, Boomy, I am in the process of going across the sky and taking photos of all these stone tablets. There are a total of 12 I need to take photos of. And you can tell by the shape of the island where they are gonna be, but you know, it's just a quick little dotting around the whole sky. And I've done just about every other quest that I have listed as something I want to do. So there's one more I want to do, which is to get the new champion's tunic, which is a quest I got at the start of the game, and I just never got the tunic, which is kind of funny. Yeah. So we're very close to the end, actually. I thought there was quite a bit more cleanup I was looking to do, but turns out I had done most of what I wanted to do, and what was left really wasn't that much. Right into the clouds where I can't see a bloody thing. Thank you, game. There's a Gleeok. Random bloody Gleeok. Taking drone capture video of random landmarks for your YouTube channel. You're gonna pop off on the Best Buy TV demo video market. Oh, you know it. Getting paid the big bucks. All right. Okay. That one's done. That one was very quick. I'm curious about that Gleeok. Have I fought that? I don't have anything marked in that area. All right, we might have a little detour, just depending on where that is. It's also very high up, and I don't see anything below it. Am I headed toward a particular island? No, you must kill this Gleeok just like in midair. It is a fire Gleeok. I guess they could do that, kinda. All right, we're gonna try and see what happens here. Trilby Valley Flame Gleeok. And it doesn't fall down. Wait, yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, that was gonna happen. There was nothing I could have done to save that. Where am I? Fierce deity. They take a lot of damage if they fall from the sky. Yeah, that was quite a bit. I'm impressed at how much damage it took there as well. Ah! Are we actually fighting down here now? Let me get some food in me tummy. Yeah. Oh, Tulin took care of one of those. I love doubling up on the heads like that. That was really good. Tulin took care of another one. Tulin is actually a godsend in these fights. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's a fun one. Mostly fun that I just like stumbled upon it flying through the sky. Okay. Anyway, back to real business. Shit, did we do this one? That's why I was here, right? Oh, we did this one. Normally mark that. Okay, what's next is right here. Why does face planting after falling at 80 miles an hour from the sky get rid of your health? Literally unplayable. I was also, I don't have to admit to this, but I'm going to. I was laboring under the assumption that I might be able to hit B at the last second, which is kind of, sort of a thing, but I had already used it, I think. Wing, fan, let me get more fans. Just however many it gives me. Which appears to be 2. All right, this thing is just gonna continue. You can stop that now. I'll just work with whatever you give me. Magic frame? Where are you? Come on. Ah, there we are. Where am I pointing? Red. I can see you right there. Okay, that's an easy one. What is down there? Wait, is that my yellow beacon? I think that's my yellow beacon. Red one's right down here. There's a boss arena past that. Have I been there? Yes. Is this one that's already fallen? Looks like it. Then yellow appears to have also already fallen, if I'm interpreting that right. Oh, that's not the yellow beacon. Yellow beacon's up there. Yeah, that's an item. That's like a star fragment. Anyway. Okay. Next up. After we mark it. Next up, yellow is there. Is there anything around here? I really feel like there must be, but I'm not seeing it. There's technically the possibility that there is one, like, underneath another island, it occurs to me. Looks like I've leapfrogged all around here, though. Of course, that does not exclude those from possibly having tablets, because guess what? I had taken 0 photos before this. Really nothing in there? I feel crazy. I got 2 more marked, so we'll turn those in. And then check on how many we got left when we turn in the photos that we do have. Crazy? I was crazy once. Was it awesome? Okay, we gotta go to yellow. Which is where? Is yellow up? Honey, I can't see it. It does look like it's right. Okay. It's right there. It's above. Is there somewhere better I can go to? There's a lot of spring-based platforms here. that give me enough air? God, no. However, there's a way out of this. Pretty easy way out of this. And honestly, that's probably enough to get me over there, but I'm gonna use one more. We gotta go to yellow. Charlie Day. Is there an always sunny thing you're referencing there? Oh gracious. Where is it? Hi, sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
sorry. You okay with this?
yeah.
You okay with walking past?
Let me put my stuff.
Okay. Cool. By the end of this stream, I think I'm gonna have all the side quests done that I wanted to.
Hi, Boomy. Hi, Kai? I can't
Yeah.
read that.
That's Kai.
Also, we're in the end game now, Peter.
We've been in the end game now. I just didn't know that we were like actually in striking distance of finishing. But like I could just do it next time.
My shift was fine. I picked up my cute little 5-year-old, and they were wearing a paper
Oh, no.
crown with all the different kinds of troop on it,
Oh,
which was quite depressing.
ugh. It is Veterans Day.
I drove good.
This is why I have the day off.
I've lived around deer for almost a year now, and I still haven't hit one.
Which is better than me.
Well, you've had more time.
That's true. All right, that one is done.
All right.
Can
Guest
mark
star
that.
moment over.
Okay. Bye, sweetie.
Bye. I love the spotlight.
You will. It's
I
only a
can't-
matter of
I
time.
can't
That's true.
I can't unroot my feet. You will, it's only a matter of time? Fuck you. I'm a professional.
She is a professional.
I
believe
probably
in her.
will.
I don't want to go to the Room of Awakening. That one's underground. Honestly, like, deer are... Bye, sweetie. Deer are less likely to be hit when everyone's feeding instead of hunting them. Which is thankfully the case in Redacted. Deer usually just chill in people's yards where I used to be. Yes, that's the case here. Hey, by the way, this one's also underground, but whatever. Almost hit a deer coming out of a Kroger parking lot on my way to work the other day. Yeah, I had a really crazy, I have this on dash cam, but I had a really crazy case where a deer, I did not see it, it came from a point like behind a building or behind something where I couldn't see it. It darted at Mach 10 before I could I literally had no time to react. And that's not like, oh, I slammed on the brakes and still hit it. I literally didn't have time for it to go from deer to foot pushing the brake. Like, I could not slam on the brakes. It darted completely across the road and hit my front right bumper, just barely, like the headlight. And like, it had almost entirely cleared the car. I think it was just its leg that I hit. So like, before I could do anything, it was literally across the road and it just like ran off. There was, in fact, an impact between my car and the deer, but it was shocking how quickly it moved. Never seen a creature move that fast. Was this a buck in the spring out of curiosity? I don't think so. I think it might have been the spring, but I think it was a doe. I guess I don't know. I could go track down the footage. This was like last year, I believe. You can hear every tiny little belch inside my throat, can't you? That was gross, I'm sorry. Where is this? Where are you? I need to lay eyes on this before I do anything. It'd be funny if it was so fast you can't tell. It just about was. The only reason I can tell you with some certainty it was a doe is that I had the footage. It's funny too, because on the footage, I like pulled over into the nearest parking lot, which was a Subway. Pulled over into the nearest immediate parking lot, and you could just see on the footage me like getting out with this confused expression on my face as I look at my front bumper and see that there's no damage. I think there might be a tiny dent, but even then, the dent I'm thinking of actually, I know for certain didn't come from that, it came from hail. So, where on earth is this? I'm just gonna go. Did I find it? Yes. It's way down below, gracious. And this isn't even one that like fell all the way to the ground? It's just there? That might be the closest spot to the sky that is still, or to the ground that's still considered part of the sky. Have I been to all this? Yes. I'm distracted by Excel sheets. You and your job. Okay. It's very weird having a random Tuesday off. Went to work yesterday, I will go to work the rest of the week. Every other holiday is either on a weekend where they will just give us the nearest Friday or Monday off, or it's a Monday because that's how federal holidays tend to work. But this one's always the 11th, so we just get a random Tuesday off. I think technically, you have a job too? I think technically I could exercise the option to just work the holiday and then take it off a different day. I think next time I have a weird case like this, I'll probably check and see if that's a thing. Thanksgiving gives you 2 to 3 days. Yes, I have 3 days off in 2 weeks, which is nice. You reacted wrong? Yeah, but mine was funny. That was me reacting with indignation to you saying you and your job. That's true. All right, I think that's the last one of these that I had marked. No, looks like a lot. I don't think it's all of them. I'm not totally confident that it's all of them, but we can go turn them in and get an official count. Whew. I do have a job too, regrettably. Wish I didn't. Oh, that's right. You can't use the stages in towns for some reason. All right. I have taken several photos. 12 tablets left to find. If you happen to find more, here's a picture. Oh, and we're gonna have to read through all of these one by one as well. It's gonna be a while before I have this number for you. All right. Interesting. I'll get right to translating it. Oh, incredible.
Oh.
It's first-hand Hyrulean history. Here's what the original text says. So sweet the song of King Rauru, and so great the beauty of his sister's dance that we're men... Min eyes and there is captive. Many eyes and ears captive. And so hend Queen Sonia gaze on us all. So felt in many hearts is captive fallen. Cervantes live, though much laborsome, han much jollity as well. Long be the life of the royal family there in Love So.
Oh.
An account of a party from those days. It says King Rauru and his older sister sang and danced together while Queen Sonia looked on.
Ah.
It's very interesting. We think of royalty as austere and revered. This is what Irish people sound like. That's true. For a second, I thought you said this is what Irish people would sound like if they were real. These nobles amused themselves with song and dance, but what a vivid recounting of a scene never before related in any history book. The description of their personalities and expressions make the ancient past feel alive again. The stone tablet is a first-class find. I'm positively beside myself to think of how this story from the ancient past persevered so long to reach us today. 100 rupees.
Ah.
All right, 11 more.
Ah.
By the way, the Proto Men release today wasn't bad per se, but the lack of lyrics definitely gave me titillagitation. Titillagitation. New word for me. Yes, thank you. Yeah. No, I feel the same. I saw that. So for those who don't know, Proto Men are releasing Act 3 now. It's been 16 years since their Act 2 album. And if you pre-order the album, you get access to a track 1 week at a time leading up to the album. They're releasing it episodically before its release in January. It has been 84 years. And what they've been doing 1 track at a time unless there's an instrumental involved where they'll do an instrumental and a vocal track that week to make up for it. Well, this week there were 2 tracks and both were instrumentals. One was a 30-second instrumental and the other was a 3.5-minute instrumental. I would have argued that should just be 1 track. But, you know, it is the most in-depth instrumental where, like, there's no lyrics telling you what exactly is happening, but it takes you through a couple different emotions where you can kind of guess at what's going on. So I'm not disappointed with the track, but yes, it would have been nice to have some lyrics this week. I'll get translated right away.
Oh.
First-hand historical account. Sonia, queen to Hyrule's king by birth, Hyrule priestess. Herself born of Lond, not of sky above. Okay, she was not born of the sky. Spicken she with open heart to earnest to ill, even to the Zonai's king. This king think it God adventure, so to learn of the land folk. Think it's a good adventure to learn about the land's folk. A good venture to learn about the land's folk. Send his head bent to listen is switch pleasance.
Oh.
Wow. Claims Sonia was a priestess before marrying Rauru. Despite his status as his own eye, people popularly thought to be gods, she would counsel him without any trepidation. On a serious note, this is just Old English. That's true. Moreover, Rauru heeded this counsel. Incredible. This account gives us first-hand knowledge of the nature of Queen Sonia and King Rauru's relationship. Rauru found himself unexpectedly charmed by her strong will, and before long, they were married. Wow. That's him being exasperated that Old English people existed. And that last bit isn't in the text. That's me speculating. Nonetheless, this is truly fascinating. History rarely speaks of a person's character prior to being elevated to royalty, so I can't help but fantasize.
Ah. Ah.
I think what really gave me blue balls was that the second track really sounded like it was going to turn into a banger lyrical song, but it didn't. Yeah, after the first minute, I was like, oh no, I just need to strap in for the ride. With the distance between, I was afraid after no words for a minute. But then I was like, oh, okay, they have lyrics. They were just building it up. I thought it'd be similar here. Yeah. But we do have enough context from the previous tracks that I'm pretty sure we know what happened, at least the emotions of what happened in that track.
Oh.
Oft with Rauru, king of Kinblade, weave his work real in favor of the hunt. And oft Queen Sonia, queen of keen insight, seek him out and repair this king to kingly business. Okay, sometimes he went hunting, wasn't the king. But she was like, no, come be the king. In her sapience, seems she diving. In her sapience, it seems she out here diving. Divine. That she couldn't him ever find end. For his folly seems him the more human. And the king? Oh, he laugh. Not him her equal. Not him her equal for her wit he kun. What is kun? Struggling there. Under the queen she laughed too, als even she scolded.
Oh.
Actually, a very enlightening story. The King Rauru would vacate his official business from time to time in order to go out hunting. I got that. Had the impression he was a stricter, more serious king, but I guess he had a lighter side as well. However, King Sonia was always a step ahead. She would put a stop to King Rauru's hunts and bring him back. Some circumstances, you might expect this to have been a point of tension at their court, but the tone here is much more playful than that. These royals were more relatable than one might assume. Or so it seems from this account. Rarely get a glimpse into the down-to-earth side of royalty in this way. It's an important find to be sure.
Ah.
This franchise fucking loves its royals, man.
Oh.
The king was late come this even, so maked the queen to share in tales of her land, of shrines all green and glowy. All green and glowy. That's what I've decided. Okay, the king didn't come to this event on time, so the queen is passing time by talking about the shrines on the land. Of early days since Hyrule's founding have diverse monsters here realm besieged. Unceasing in strife, they brought to despair folks' lives. King and queen set themselves to bring the scourge to end. With might of light and power driven aback, and the royal couple made these shrines to seal them away. These holy Cillian being eclipsed shrines of light. Great king, great queen, we thank you. You fought when you were maiden child that could I'll walk you through this one. The subject here is that the actions King Rauru and Queen Sonia undertook not long after the Hyrule's founding. With the kingdom established, they were worried for their people. They set out to eradicate the monsters troubling them. They created structures called Shrines of Light to seal the monsters away so they could never be revived. There's more here about light and time, too. The sense I get is that the two of them may have had supernatural powers. Though it's part of ancient history, it's a feat those of us living today should still be grateful for. Truly an important discovery.
Ah. Ah.
You really don't have to show me the exact same photo every time, I promise. Quiet Minoru, the king's elder sister, falls so deep in her books that she often forgets to eat. I'm worried. What done what she can, but for heaven, it's been little avail. He tries, and it doesn't work. Of late, truth is she of constructs. Things she make with her hunds and as vessel for spirit, one bodylich failen. Vessel for the spirit when the body fails. Falls so deep in her books that she often forgets to eat. I didn't know Eliza was in this game. True. So, said she, might she live longer in spirit within this construct. Though Minoru seems to hold any deceit. By my faith, ye cannot else truth these words believe in. Though it's silly, she believes this. Is that right? King Rauru's older sister was named Minoru. I know that. Says she neglected to eat or sleep while making something called a construct. It was part of her research into a means of returning to life as a spirit possessing a new body should her original one die. To you or I, this sounds less like history and more like a sort of ghost story, but remember who we're dealing with. They may have had unfathomable powers that made such things possible. The revelation that Minoru was a fellow researcher makes her feel like a kindred spirit to me, and yet, the Chamberlain who inscribed these stone tablets treats Minoru with such care and kindness, it warms my heart. Very good. As promised, I have another reward. If you're watching, honey, I'm sorry if that made you feel bad. I just thought it was too good to pass up. And personally, I think it's funny enough that if you were offended, you should not be. This is rhetoric I apply widely to my life.
Oh.
Full fin is the weather this morning. One heavy audience with Theos princes said bin kid beat for distant years to Queen Sonia. Fine is the weather this morning. We're talking to Princess Sonia. Bigras says she been given a name most sweet of... Oh, there's another person with Queen Sonia. It's Zelda. And certain folks stirred suspicion, for strange were her garments and her appearance, because she's from the now times. Yet with her continence and bearing maked proof of her right blood and bond to Queen Sonia. Okay, she's related to her. Must be Zelda to remain in for a while with us. She's gonna stay with us. Offer her service. If my translation is correct, the Zelda described here as Sonia's distant relative. According to this, she arrived in Hyrule unexpectedly from another kingdom. It seems she was a beautiful princess. Her strange clothing perplexed the people of Hyrule, and many were suspicious of her at first. But the Zelda had an undeniable air of nobility, such that those who doubted she was of royal birth were soon silenced. What a tale! Oh, she was so kind. She must be one of the royals. Note, too, how clearly this conveys the writer's feelings regarding Zelda. Once it was clear Zelda would be staying, she applied to be Chamberlain to the princess. Oh, you wanted to offer your service to the princess. Right? Yeah.
Ah.
6 more tablets. God, getting through all of these in a row, it's kind of... It gets a little bit grating to be like, this franchise is about how awesome the royal family is. We will not at any point interrogate this further. They have in little amounts in other games, but really not in this one.
Oh.
Princess Zelda recent comes to send Minoru, the king's elder sister. I come ek for her to Siruin. Today came hit passing that Minoru shared with Zelda construct. Zelda, she much desired, on hit to Raiden. Und Nikonnat Isayan kostet stopping, I did protest loudly. Zelda wanted to ride, and I said no. Nevertheless, she made to sit high up on the constructs. She wanted to ride the constructs like a horse, full of grace. The variety of tales on these stone tablets continues to fascinate me. Zelda apparently visited Minoru often to assist with her research. I have no idea what kind of thing this construct that allowed people to ride on it was, but Zelda wrote it so well that our author, the Chamberlain, was again impressed by her skill at everything she tried. That's the long and short of it here. But more than the narrative, what strikes me is the back and forth between the Chamberlain and Zelda. Chamberlain tried to warn Zelda of the danger, but Zelda pushed past her and rode the construct anyway. And this character, who is fairly close with Zelda in the past here, is not... It does look like a drawing of a guillotine. Hi, sweetie. This Chamberlain does not get to be a part of the actual story of the flashbacks that we saw. It's short, but so evocative of both the level of technology found in this area and the character of their visitor Zelda. The treasure found in these stone tablets is the pearls of wisdom and nuggets of personality contained within. Anya, I really like you pinning any negative thing about you. Of late, have heard it told a strange lady walks around the castle in the dark of night. She and Princess Zelda seem like twins, but Moral's a dead thing than not. The other Zelda appears to be dead. When she's asked about these walks, Princess Zelda doesn't appear to remember. What monster or spirit of darkness be this vision? So afraid I am of my imaginations that I can't sleep.
Oh.
This one's an ancient ghost story. My understanding of ancient Hyrulean isn't perfect, but I know a ghost story when I see one. It's a first-hand account of a ghostly or maybe corpse-like woman who appeared each night looking just like their Zelda. No matter the era, it seems people can't resist sharing a good ghost story.
Oh.
Bit like how there have been eyewitness accounts of our Princess Zelda in the newspaper, even though she's missing. Could our Zelda be a ghost too? No, of course not. There's no such thing.
Oh.
At this late into the timeline, ghosts aren't a thing. As a believer in science, I should know better than to suggest such things. Please forget I said anything.
Ah.
4 more. It's gonna be 3 left. This is gonna be the last one.
Oh.
Since her founding has Hyrule seen heart. What is switch like that? Switch. Since her founding, Hyrule has seen hardships, but that's only a small moment of time. Minoru, the king's elder sister, says of this kingdom that aware of the future. Princess Zelda tells her that this future has come already. Champion birth from the sky cometh. Between the two, like finding a way this champion in that distant time to help and raise up the Temple of Time to ward off evil, so our kingdom might be saved. As to Minoru, can you uprise the sky, my words now, the safe memory of the royal family high in the sky for that future time? This is unbelievable! The details are unclear. Yeah, they were. But essentially, the Chamberlain trusted in Minoru and Zelda's predictions and wanted to help. She put forth the suggestion to Minoru to build a mechanism that can make her stone tablets float in the sky. Oh, okay. This is the story of why we found the story.
Oh.
Which I take it are the very tablets you found, Link. Simply incredible. In finding the fantastic devices they built to preserve these records, you fulfilled the wishes she wrote of here. Okay. And it doesn't end there. If I'm reading this right, it suggests Zelda worked with Minoru to raise the Temple of Time into the sky. The idea of the Temple of Time, a grand edifice built in that ancient era, being lifted it to the skies to await a hero.
Oh.
Trust me, that's what it says. Although given the appearance of the Sky Islands after the upheaval, perhaps it's not so far-fetched as it seems. There's so many revelations here. My hands are trembling from all the strange, exciting ideas. That's from merely reading an account long removed from the event. We have to throw the tablets into the sky just in case something bad happens down on the ground. Why was it in the ground until the upheaval? Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. Why is it that the Temple of Time of the last game, which was just referred to as Temple of Time, is now the Temple of Time ruins, and the more current Temple of Time is the one up there, even though that's the one from the ancient times that was apparently thrown up there for bloody ever ago. More story to come, presumably.
Ah. Oh.
Wondrous sight I have beholden that just cannot be described. The Temple of Time I saw, and land that held it rose to the sky, both fearful and majestic. As Princess Zelda told me, in her distant future comes a champion to that place, the hope that Hyrule saves. The hope that will save Hyrule. For that champion be hit that this great stand inscriben. King's elder sister Minoru sends now to the sky that the champion might read them. Okay, my head is spinning. Okay, that was just more of, the champion will be able to read them soon. I guess that's just making the connection between the champion and then the existing concept of throwing the stuff into the sky. An incredible find, an eyewitness account at the Temple of Time floating up into the sky. It's a landmark discovery for the history of Hyrule. It may be one of the top 10 most important discoveries of all time, even. Even among all the breathtaking displays of power we knew from the era, to raise the land and its buildings into the sky, that was a feat impressive even to those accustomed to wonders. You can tell as much from this account. Zelda predicted that a hero would appear in the land they raised into the sky and that he would save Hyrule. The Chamberlain took this on faith and wanted to know how she could help. She inscribed these records on the stone tablets that Minoru sent into the sky. It's almost like they start with gameplay and justify shit afterwards as best they can. This much is true. God, I'm a historian, but I just can't stop crying about the king and queen. Do I have all of them? I really didn't feel like I did, but at minimum there's, max there's one more.
Oh.
Rauru, Hyrule's king, Sonia her queen, her elder sister Minoru, and Princess Zelda. All served and loved. All whom they're gone. All of whom are gone? Why'd you sound like King Candy Turbo just then? Excuse me, I sounded like the Mad Hatter. Who King Candy and Turbo sounds like? It's Alan Tudyk doing a Mad Hatter impression. Let's say Minoru was her sister? His elder sister, Minoru. His sister, I was wrong. I might have said by marriage, weird way to say that? No, it's his, yeah. Words upon this stand, the stone, and all 13 serve as royal family record. My final work for all ages. Many of the mark made by much beloved people, these much beloved people, some seen, some unseen. You make remembrance of her marks, feel the flame of hope, though full small within me. It's almost like it's some grand design described. One more can you do for Hyrule's people to show Zelda's love for her land? Let my life lead forth an answer to this question. Seems this is the last of the oh, it is? Oh, I thought there was one more after this. Okay. She is her sister-in-law though, so you weren't wrong. This much is true. The royals whom the Chamberlain served so faithfully were gone, one by one. It's heartrending to read. Her pain comes across so clearly in her words. What's less clear from these entries is the cause of all these partings. The Chamberlain did not think to write that Ganon killed everyone. And Zelda turned into a dragon. Well, each new mystery is an opportunity to do more research. If I keep digging, someday I'll unravel it. Like the noble Chamberlain, I must do my part. Very good, I thank you. Not just with words, but with this as well. One tablet left to... Okay. Discovery of this valuables deserves a special place among my records. I'll hang it up on the laboratory wall. Where should I display this one? Is he hanging up the 11 I have found? Okay, so there is one more. Put what you brought me over there. Gotcha. Welcome to come have a look at the research lab wall anytime. Find any more stone tablets, document them with a picture. Okay, so there is one more. That'll go here. Okay, so that was the last one. The other one I'm gonna find is just gonna be like somewhere in between. The Chamberlain died on her way back to her home planet. Just realized the new Jujutsu Kaisen mini sequel also has aliens with magical third eyes and advanced magic tech. Weird coincidence. Or just ripped this off, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there's one more. And they were all on the same kind of island. So I need, oh my goodness, it's gonna be in the Thunderhead Islands. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna be it, isn't it? I can't stop until I find this last one. Oh, what? Why is that one marked with a... Did I not get this? Central Hyrule Sky? I think I didn't. Yeah, that was marked with a heart. Like at some random point, I just said, oh, I'll get back to this. Okay. Yeah, let's go get that. Poochie mentioned. I'm having a good time. I hope y'all are. I'm excited to be almost through with this. I really didn't think that we were almost there. Really thought the side quests were gonna take multiple streams to wrap up. But again, Hi? Random Korok? Ah! I'm having a terrible time. Okay, well, that's actually good. You specifically, I want to have a bad time right now. All right, is this up? Oh goodness, it's up. Every moment you take a breath is 1 minute off my life. Okay, I just need to go way up. Is there a more uppy area that I could do this from? Is that one a spot with a... Well, no, I worry about the platform maybe expiring. I could probably just do it from here. Yeah, we'll just do what we did before with the, was it 4 batteries? Yes. Gracious, we'll do what we did before with the elevator thingy that I made. Right here. Cool. To the Great Blue. Great Blue Wand. Let me, hang on, let me turn around because this is the fastest. If I tilt back like this, that's the fastest way to go up, but it does mean that, oh God, this is a nightmare. But I have to do it backward if I want to keep that, upward tilt. Quite funny. Why did I disconnect? Problem's not solved. Evidently. Fuck. Reconnection successful. Are we back? We're just gonna continue. All I can do. Sorry about that. I'm not going in the right way. Okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Not doing it backwards. God, that's up there. Is this gonna work? I have this feeling of no. It's not just very up, it's also quite far. So I do need to make up this dimension as well. Okay, there you are. I have eyes on you. Sorry about the disconnect. That is the kind of thing that had been happening before. It didn't happen the last 2 streams. But, you know, it seems random. I really thought I had solved the problem. It's a little disheartening that apparently I haven't. Oh, I'm gonna need a new battery real quick. This is really the best way to do this. God, it's not even gonna have a center. It's going to be one where you're supposed to just look at it and be like, oh, it's already fallen, huh? All right, need to use up a charge. Back up to full. More frame drops. Okay, well, at least we're at the end of this quest line. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But golly, this is taking a while. If I just hold the nose up a little bit, we should be going just about straight up. Yunobo has no idea where to launch, which is funny. Just keeps pointing in every which way. You know a lot about holding the nose, Stinky. Hey! Not in public. You insist that I smell good in public. Take it back. Oh my God. Hey, guess what? I'm seeing a hole there. I take it back. You hold your nose because I smell. That's another thing. This is right above Lookout Landing. There's gonna be a bloody... There's just gonna be a tablet sitting in Lookout Landing. There's nothing waiting for me up here. This is kind of a crazy one. Is this not like the highest point in the game, just about? Not a lot else up here. There's that big tower over there, but that's really it. And God knows they don't expect you to use a wing to get over here from there. And that thing still hasn't loaded in. I'm a little worried that I truly was supposed to just look at the map and see, oh, that's one of the tablet islands. I bet something fell below it. Yeah, there's nothing there. That's not draw distance. That just isn't there. So this was the craziest waste of time. Ah! Let's go see what's at the bottom! Also, I completely forgot that I could put on this armor to tank any impact on the ground. Climb to the top, you can say you're at the highest point. Oh, true. Well, when I fall, I'll fall from a height most men will never reach. So it must just be chilling in the middle of Lookout Landing, right? Yeah. Gotta be thorough here. Oh my God, a thing fell! Are you interested in the ruin too? The letters carved here are ancient Hyrulean, and Wordsworth is the only person who can decipher them. Even if it's just this stone tablet, I want to know what's written on it. Huh? Wordsworth told you about it? The royal family's daily life, you say? And there are 12 other stone tablets with ancient Hyrulean just like this one? Wait a second, I met Wordsworth here, didn't I? This is not only not in the sky, it's probably not the one. Bump your head against the skybox ceiling. Yeah, I should have. Finding 12 more stone tablets seems a tall order. This tablet fell from the sky, so maybe searching from above is the way to go. This is the first one I was supposed to get. I'm taking a picture. Ah! An island that is there not for you to reach. It is not there so that you could go to it. It is there as world building for the tablet that I've already talked to the guy about. So, we'll mark that, I suppose. Ancient tablet deciphered. Oh, those are marked on the map. Probably marked once I've talked to Wordsworth about them. It's probably in the Thunderhead Isles. Oh, here's one. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Good. I was worried for a moment. Anya has a tower of 3 Coca-Cola cans over there. Okay, they're not Coca-Cola. They're simply cola. My mistake. Do I have any leftover random Zonai swords? I feel like I do. Anya, but you know soda's bad for you. Outing me, how dare. Yeah, but the tower's cute. Better than Obama. True. Most things are. Traitor, no Dr. Pepper. I don't like Dr. Pepper very much, personally. Do you know this about me? You might know this about me. How strong is this flux construct gonna be? I kinda wanna take it out just to flux construct 3. Not quite what I wanted. I didn't know that and it makes me not respect you. Okay, all right, fair enough. It's very Texan of you. This is a waste of time unless I get it right here. Ah. Defeated. Yeah, I'm not doing it because I haven't fought it. I'm doing it because I want the flux core for the one sword I have. Which is a completely reasonable calculus when I'm using up a when I'm using up a much stronger weapon for it. I really do just make excuses to waste time. Come on, throw it at me. Whee! All that for. After this is over, she has to talk to me, so she's milking it. That's true, yeah. All that for a drop of plus 37. So, not bad, actually. You are roughly equal in altitude here. Let me build the stuff. I was right to go get all those batteries. Vindicated. Told Donnie my trick to getting free soda at fast food places, and he said, "You just started drinking soda and you're already scamming people." Fake crying. I'm so proud of you. It's pretty good. Get a water cup, actually get water and drink it. Then when they've moved on from you mentally, get a soda as you walk out the door. Oh yeah, no, easy stuff. Classic. Also, the project I'm working on right now is to accumulate employee payrolls for the past few months because my employer is currently obsessed with cost cutting. Boomy, do you know Operation Soda Steal? Oh, you've told me about this, right? As is seemingly every fucking employer nowadays. Is there something in the water? Recession indicator, recession indicator. Tariff indicator as well. Gracious. Woo! Okay. And you're gonna fall. Can I get the photo first? Yes! Am I wearing the right armor? Just want to make sure before yes. Bonk! That's fun. Okay. That's the last one. Let's go turn this bloody thing in. And then I think we'll call it for the night. I will, check. Sounded like Scout just now. Bonk. Boink. Yeah? All right, I'm going to turn this in. Now, the last quest that I do want to complete is the new Champion's Tunic. That's in the throne room of Hyrule Castle, which now has a quest attached to it. So I think we'll just do that as part of the end game. All right, final tablet, baby. This means,
Oh. Oh.
according to the tablet at Lookout Landing, there's one more. Yeah.
Ah. Oh.
The original text says, fashion now favors garments adored with muscular patrons. This taste for muscle comes from the castle seamstress who sought to sew clothes for Princess Zelda to please. This fashion, Zelda told to the seamstress, was in her true home well loved. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. It's all the mushroom clothes. That's what we're ending on! A gag about the mushroom clothes? Why am I mad? Jokes are good. Patrons of bright hues wear things in the shape of the mushroom. Our head seamstress set her heart on these to make many happy persons.
Oh.
How curious. Here we learn something about the fashion trends of that era. The story's catalyst is there's Zelda telling a tailor about the mushroom-patterned outfits becoming popular in her homeland. Intrigued, the tailor fashioned some clothing in that vein, and it caught on in ancient Hyrule. Do you know Cece from Hateno Village? Imagine the look on her face if she were to find out. They say that trends go in cycles, but I didn't expect mushroom patterns to have been in fashion so long ago. One last thing about the Chamberlain. Her interest in fashion shows there was more to her than devoted service. She was just like anyone else in the kingdom. Very good. And that's that.
Oh.
Wasn't this the final stone tablet?
Oh.
We collected all 13 of them! I can't believe it.
Oh.
Finally, I've translated the whole history. Oh, I'm going to need a moment. Now that I've read all of it, well, to step outside my role as researcher, I'm deeply impressed with the author. I would very much have liked to meet her, if only the vast gulf of time didn't separate us. But it's a story about how time doesn't separate us that much. But of course, collecting the 13 records on these stone tablets would have been impossible without your cooperation, Link. In recognition of your work as a member, well, honorary member of the survey team, I want you to have this cloth. Perfect. I like my newspaper, I'm sorry. I'll tell you, Link, I've never felt prouder to be a researcher than today. To see all this valuable data compiled on the research lab wall makes me almost overcome with emotion. And let's put the last one up.
Oh.
Everything you gave me is posted to the research lab wall. By all means, come and look at it whenever you like. I gained some precious understanding from my analysis of the text discovered this time. This history the Chamberlain left for posterity contains not just facts, but an important record of her feelings. So they can coexist. I want to continue my research of ancient Hyrulean so I can convey those feelings to the rest of the world. Link, thank you very much for working with me on this. Now, if I read one, hear Wordsworth's take. Okay, so it'll be the exact text and then just give the same stuff. I was wondering if I could get a more direct translation, but you know. I mean, I guess it might not be like, this appears to say, oh. He's just gonna straight up tell me. All right. Well, the last thing I've got on the docket, as far as things that I want. No, wait, there is one. Shoot. I forgot because it's not actually in the adventure log. I want to, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to. There's one thing I want to take a look at and see if maybe this will be something I have to kick to next stream, maybe not. But Temple of Time. I've got a screenshot for you. I am trapped under the water behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau. What does this mean? What does this mean? So that's the, that's at the Temple of Time ruins. That's what the statue says. I don't know what that is, but it's on the Great Plateau, which is bloody somewhere. Right here. Stone Gate of the Great Plateau. Forest of Spirits, Eastern Abbey, Foothill, Caves. Let's go here and see what we can do with that. Sorry to lie to you. I was all ready to wrap up, but I want to at least take a look at this. I don't know what I might be getting myself into, but so maybe next time won't be the true endgame potential finale stream, but it is possible. Hey Farash, how you doing? Good to see ya. Might be the last time I see Farash. Have you done the Spirit Temple and I missed it? No, and that is a big dungeon, so it's probably gonna be closer to 2 streams if I'm not mistaken. But also, these temples have not historically necessarily taken me the full 3 hours, so I don't really know. I don't know what the pace of the end game is gonna be like. It might be 2 streams, might not. But I'm thinking I'll probably come back on Saturday or so and try and get this done. Yeah, I was like, oh, I better finish this by the end of the year. Oh, thinking it would be like a big, long, like, vaguely weekly process, but turns out I might have it done by Thanksgiving. Okay, trapped under the water behind the stone gate. Under the water behind the stone gate. So that's water. You may know. But this lake is like on what is labeled the Great Plateau, though this whole thing is essentially the Great Plateau, so I'm not totally certain. I'm gonna set a travel medallion here just because it's vaguely more central. Frog on a bump on a log at the bottom of the water behind the stone gate. Yeah. The eye in this situation who is trapped is just gonna be like a Korok. Let me up, come on. This game's bad. Ah! Could have just climbed down in all that time. But it's rainy. I really don't want it to be rainy, is the thing. Let alone killing me. It's all so bad. This is a deeply held opinion of mine. It's Stone Temple and Stone Gate aren't the same. Let me look closely at the map. Didn't appear to be anything at the water there. Gate of the Great Plateau. Oh, this might be the stone gate. Huh. Yeah, the plateau has this big cliff with a built stone wall. And there's this water next to it. I'm gonna check that. Gonna check that. Oopsie, my phone's unusable now. It technically works, but it has visual artifacts from screen cracks to the point that I can't see anything on there. You just dropped it. Was there a recent, very recent drop today? Like, did it just happen? Yesterday I noticed it slipped out of its case and I was like, oh, I'll just slide that back in, and it's caused significant artifacting. Oh, that sucks. How old is your phone? You've had this one for a while, right? My refurbished one's pretty cheap. You can put me onto that. Yes. Yeah, no. Still usable, but just dropped and now it's totally unreadable. Yeah, that sucks. I just ascended right into a bog. Pretty old, to be fair. To be fair, I said. Yeah, I thought so. Since junior or senior year of high school. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, it's time anyway, huh? Okay, I mean, yeah, could be a lot worse. 6-7 years, that's a pretty dang good phone lifespan. And also, good on you, because a lot of people would swap sooner than that just for the hell of it. Nah. My old phone had the entire display go dark after I dropped it. Only had it for like 2 years. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, my phone I technically haven't had for 6 years, but it's a 6-year-old Samsung Galaxy S10. But yeah, no, I haven't had cause to replace my phone. I've been fortunate enough to receive some hand-me-downs in the family, so I haven't really replaced my own phone in a long time, but I don't think I'm even gonna get a new one. Good Lord. But when I do decide that this phone has given up the ghost, I'm gonna just probably buy a 2-year-old flagship refurbished. Gonna call up Rossman Repair Group, see how much a screen replacement would cost, assuming that'd just be a screen thing. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, if you're satisfied with your phone, I mean, the only real The only real concern with old phones is security updates, but I think that's generally an overblown concern. Not that I'm a, like, big phone tech person who would know for sure. Like, you know, you always can, I guess, get hacked, but like, as long as you're on an up-to-date OS where the apps that you get from the store are still updating and they aren't telling you, sorry, we don't support that old version, it's fine. Yeah, no, it works fine, yeah. I'd have to ask parents for one, which would be fine, but would also come out of my paycheck-arino. Yeah. But yeah, I think Anya spent, what, $300 on her most recent phone? And that was just like a 2-3-year-old one, on Amazon. Great Plateau North Chasm. Oh. Okay. Interesting. We're about to have our probably last blood moon. 300 isn't that bad. Yeah, no, I certainly would not say that you should go out and pay for like a $1,000 new phone. Everything's very nice except the battery life's clearly aged. Okay, I didn't know that about it. Trapped under the water, the stone gate of the Great Plateau. This is under the water. This is just about the only way I could think of to get under the water, unless it's a nearby cave, which is more likely. This probably isn't it. But I was wondering, is this just a hint to go find the big Poe statue? Because there isn't one around here. It's time to say goodbye. I'd need to have someone extract the data so I can save all the photos and videos I have on there. That's why I'm so chill. If it was like totally broken, I'd be devastated. Fair, fair. So it is like unusable to the point that you couldn't just like go in and do a switch, do a transfer data app whenever you get a new phone. Cause yeah, that would suck. There's no refinding all that hentai. That's true. It's true. Sad stuff. Okay, I'm fairly certain now that this is the stone gate of the Great Plateau, which would make this the water. Oh, that chasm's not even like in the water. It would have to be a thing where they plug it in and download all the stuff via computer. Okay, yeah. That's how bad it is. Trapped under the water at the stone gate. Could it just be down below? There's like a hole down there. This is probably the area. Let's see. Okay. Drain the water. See what's on the other side. Okay. I'm real curious what's on the other side. It's probably gonna be basically nothing. This isn't even, it's a Poe statue. I was gonna say, it's not even a marked quest. Dots. You who hear my voice, come to me in the Temple of Time ruins, up the road on the plateau to the south. I was just there! Okay, I will. You needy motherfuckers. There's like a hole down there. Write your own punchline, whatever. Did you never finish the Poe statue quest? I didn't know there was a quest beyond there being the, like, exchanges in the depths. Unless I'm totally totally forgetting a thing that I did come across. No, I guess not. You who hear my voice. As a result of you draining the water from the gate, a part of me has been freed. You have earned my gratitude. I speak to you now from the depths below in the guise of this statue. A call from the depths. You who hear my voice. Ah! I direct you to the 4 chasms across this plateau. Each has one of my eyes nearby. Drop them into the chasms. Okay, yeah, this is completely new to me. Then, deliver the stones to me, who dwells in the depths below this temple. Do all of this, and a reward will be yours. Uh-huh. Okay. Intriguing. So we've got 4 different chasms we gotta go to. I'll go to the one I've got a travel medallion next to first. That's not true. I'm closest to the purple one, which is the one without a nearby fast travel point. So we'll do that first. I was like, oh, this isn't even a marked quest. This might be nothing. The alternate outcome was that if you have to do this much just to get the, quest in the first place, then there might be more to it. All right, chasm this way, and the eye is real close. Okay. Whee! Did it not fall? Did it disappear the second I let go? No, okay. I just didn't see it. It fell fell that far. That fast, that's the word. All right. Post statue nearby, apparently. Where? I must have seen a central Poe statue. Bargainer statue. Okay, I do want a yes or no answer on this. Is the Bargainer statue the Poe statue that I have to bring this to? Just make sure there's not another one before I get going. No, it's not. Okay. You've thrown one eye to a chasm. Place beneath the Temple of Time ruins. Where? Okay, no, they told me that. Cool, cool. Oh, abandoned central mine. Yeah, I'll go there. Sure. How far am I? Not very, actually. Oh, and that's why there's a minecart here. Please be kind and give me a minecart. In all cases. Is there a fan nearby? There must have been, right? No? I thought I saw one. Whatever. Poe statue, there's still time. You didn't have to choose the Hylia statue to speak from. True. Fans are on a back shelf behind you? Well, God forbid. There's a non-Poe statue. Do you want this? Only 78 fans left in your back pocket. Ah! Untrue, I actually only have 7. Incidentally, not the statue. Right there, okay. Have I not seen this? I want to look at the hero's path here. Yeah, I've been through here. Probably was like, don't fucking talk to me. Hey. So many different button prompts at once. I direct you to the 4 chasms across the plateau above. Each has one of my eyes nearby. Drop them into the chasms and then deliver them to me. Okay, you need me to put it in. It only in that moment did I notice the slots. Kind of important. Cool. No, keep the color. It suited you. After you found my eyes, each of them near a chasm, bring every last one to me. Okay. We will next go to this one. The green. Going a little longer tonight than I had intended, but I think that's okay. We're also not even at 3 hours yet. I also planned to start sooner, so that is on me. But I wasn't planning on running into... I wasn't expecting to run into so much that I would be streaming this far past Anya getting home. That's okay. Like she said, my punishment for finishing this up is having to talk to her, so. Okay, you need me to put it in. Write your own punchline, whatever. See why I wouldn't want to finish things here? That was just buried enough that I was wondering if it was a Korok. Eyeball. Eyeball nearby, eyeball. Eyeball nearby. Where are you? Oh, right here. Whee! This one is a decent bit further. Word construct. I need to keep this one marked, but I'm also gonna keep getting rid of the beacon by walking over it by accident. What is the fastest way there? It's not above, is it? It's right around there. Okay. I remember finding this quest tedious. I'm getting that vibe. But we'll build a giant car. I must have a giant truck here, right? Big rig. Do I have a big rig with fewer things? I don't think so. That's okay. Yeah, 9, God forbid. And no, I don't care enough to grab the light. All right, this thing's gonna break. What happens to it? Okay. All right, I'm gonna head off for now at least. See y'all soon, pals. Okay, bye, Boomy. Thanks for stopping by. Love you, pal. You're gonna miss me crashing a car. You're gonna miss me not being able to do anything. No, that didn't work. No, recall again. Get back into position where I can grab you. Ah! I couldn't grab it out of recall? Is it because I got hit? Or are you not able to grab a thing out of recall? I don't think that's true. I think I've done that trick before. I'm just letting it sit for a second. Okay. That worked. Okay, good, good, good. We are right back in an annoying little valley. This is not the correct vehicle to be using for this, apparently. I'm so tempted to be like, well, I made my bed, now I gotta lay in it, but no. We'll do something else. By something else, I mean the same thing I have been using all stream. It works. What am I missing here? One battery. Oh, I spawned an extra steering stick. That's okay. Oh, God, that eye weighs you down a lot. Okay, at least weigh it down on the back. I hope that's not attached to the battery. It is. Ah! God, this stuff always takes me so long. doesn't work with the thing on the back. There's no other way to do this. I was trying to build something that would get me all the way there, but clearly this is not the move. God, okay. Anything I can do with all these fans? Rocket platform. Fan boat. Aerial cannon. Will this one work fine? It must, right? Please. Still don't like all that weight, but much easier to counteract when everything's pointed up. Hell, in this in this way, the weight of the eye actually kind of sort of acts as the tilted fan that pushes you forward. We basically used a different design to mimic the other design by combining it with this weight. And I'm gonna pretend that was all very intentional. Because now it's not a problem. Now if I tilt too far back, I do end up turning us backward, but that's why you have an analog stick and not a D-pad. Now, how deep did we have to go with this? I think I'm too far up, but I'm at the point that I can just take this with me. No big deal. Right through here, right? Okay. God, that took a while. Sorry about that. But, I mean, hopefully that tells me that for the future, I could probably just build that. Of course, I am out of fans now. It is actually proving to be a problem. As asymmetrical as it can be right now. Call from the depths. That one's annoying to get to. That's the only reason I'm not just jumping for that. Give me a fan! Come on! We're chilling. We don't need all the action happening on the screen. No, I'm not self-conscious about the fact that nothing's happening. What do you mean? Let alone now having to take a detour to fill up on fans. I think we can get away with a bunch of large charges. Speed this up a little bit. Wowza. And the system didn't even chug as far as I could tell. $12 fans? God, that should be fine, right? Okay, I think we've come up to at least 16 fans. Is that right? 22. Okay, at least 16. Yes, I'd say so. All right. Great Plateau. Gotta get to this one, which will take a second. For exactly 2 of them, they put them in reasonable distance of a fast travel point. But this one, I gotta go climbing the mountain. Oh god, and I always forget that this is a cave. It's a cave. Are these chasms in specifically the locations of the old tutorial shrines from Breath of the Wild? That'd be kind of cute. Kind of get that inkling. It would kind of make sense, seeing as I would say that each of the Great Plateau shrines like are very clearly like supposed to be there based on the terrain around them. Or at least these chasms appear that way. Like this one is at the peak of a mountain like this. Like I can 100% see a shrine being here for the level design to kind of point you up toward it. Is the eye just gonna be in this ice right here? Do I not have a fire weapon? Did I have to leave my ruby weapon with that Gerudo when I did that quest? I didn't realize I was giving it to her. God forbid. Here's the eye. In we go. It really does just disappear at some point. And then probably just hit the bottom. Yeah. No, that's the world space changing. So that's why that was weird earlier. Okay, how far is this? Yeah, pretty far. Okay. Let's see. I can't take this off, can I? Whatever. Got enough fans, we'll just do the same thing. Hey! You're being very inconvenient for me. It's even counting the eye as a material here. Oh, but it wants that other eye specifically. Oh my god, it made a fake eye. I guess that is how that would work. That's quite funny. And for that comedy, I paid an extra 3 zone eye. Three zonite. Ugh. This one's much. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Gracious me. The eye is much further up on the front, so it feels weird. Yeah, that's gonna probably feel a little more even. I hope. Yeah, this is quite tedious. But I think I've picked the best way to deal with it for now. God, this one makes you go all the way around this giant impenetrable wall. I've never bothered to be so precise and delicate with my analog stick movements on any of these vehicles. Whew. I do wonder what the reward is gonna be. I mean, we are at the point where like no reward is worth bloody anything, right? Like not even the reward for the shrines was really anything other than, like this time they made it aesthetically unique to make it feel like you got a little something, but mostly it's just like, I don't need a thing that's got a 12 defense. I don't need 100 rupees at this point. I just got paid 1,300 for those stone tablet photos. Should put it out as far as possible so that this gets in as quickly as I can make it. You can tell I did not know where that sentence was going to end. As quickly as I can make it. All right, that one's handled. And the last one, fortunately, is right here. I don't have to go a super long distance, at least not up top. I don't think I have to go much of a distance down bottom either. Like the one I just did was probably one of the harder ones. But it's raining. How can I handle that? Where is the eye, though? Where is the eye? I don't see it. That's just a rock. Is it gonna be up on the wall? That's a Korok. Is it in the pond? Yes, it is. Okay. I do wonder if the object disappeared that obviously in the original Switch 1 release. You know, I actually was intending not to use those, but I guess we can do it. We'll try the big rig again, even though we'll probably need some air at some point. Right now it's all right now it's all just flat land, so. And this vehicle is one that's not really going to be affected by that extra weight. All right. Gotta make it to green. Guess we just make the rounds. Disconnected again. Fortunately, they're not gonna miss much of anything in the time that it takes to reconnect here. I really thought I had that solved, but now that's twice this stream. Hey folks, we're back. Sorry about that disconnect. Really thought I had that solved, but I guess not. You didn't miss much. We're just driving. And it turns out a car was perfect for this one. We will be running over this poor Zonite. Nope, okay. Support construct. Guess not. Does this go where I need to be? Perhaps? I don't think it does. Where do I need to be? Is it up or down? I think it's down. It's down, okay. All right, last eyeball. Yeah, that really was the easier one. Okay. I gave you your eyes. What do you give me? Another quest. You have returned to me my eyes, the vessel of my spirit. We can now speak properly. In ancient times, my eyes were stolen and sealed away. Which is why, I guess the upheaval revealed them or something I was gonna say, which is why they were just sitting there. For eons, I have awaited one who would hear my voice and return them to me. And here you are. I went to that statue 100 million billion times during the events of Breath of the Wild, and you didn't speak to me then? As promised, I will repay your kindness by bestowing good fortune upon you. What do you desire? I unlocked this. Give me a stamina vessel. Fine, give me a heart container. Strength that you have chosen will be yours. At the cost of one little thing of stamina, which I'm not gonna keep. Not gonna keep that change. Your wish is granted. No, actually that was just a heart container I was given. You who revived my spirit's 4 vessels, make an offering. Offer pose to me, spirits that ought to return to the afterlife. They are pitiful beings who have lost their way home and wander this land. I am one who returns all pose to the afterlife without prejudice. Good, evil, is the feudal perspective of narrow-minded beings. Yeah, I've encountered your brethren. Are you now just a normal bargainer statue? My brother and I have combined our power to create the Dark Hood. Cool. Okay, I guess I don't have that one. I have the other 2. Sure. Everything else here is something I do have, generally. I don't have Bigoron's sword in my inventory. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get a heart container out of that, honestly, so not bad. Not bad. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna call it there. Went a little bit longer. I was gonna, oh, can I spoil something about that heart container? Sure, yeah. Yeah, now I'm wondering, are there 4 other secret heart containers just to fill the row? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's the last non-story related heart container. Aye, aye. Okay, well, I will get one out of the spirit temple for sure. Yeah. Okay. Something to think about there. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me for more Zelda. Feels good. I'm gonna say, other than that champion tunic quest, that little straggler, which is in Hyrule Castle, and thus I think I can do as part of the end game, essentially. We're done with every line of quests that I wanted to do. It's not everything. There may be some things that would intrigue me if I were to have found them, but I'm gonna go ahead and, in the interest of my sanity, cut it off there. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, we're gonna go satisfy this last main quest we got in our log here. Princess Zelda, a long time ago, appeared at the floating Hyrule Castle alongside a red moon, and everyone is real concerned about her. They don't know what I know. There's no way that's the real one. So next time, we're gonna head up to Hyrule Castle and we're gonna see what all the fuss is about. We're gonna begin the home stretch of the story of this game. Let me check my calendar real quick. I don't want to make a specific promise, but I want to give at least like an idea of when I might do that. Yeah, I don't have anything this Saturday. I think I'll just aim for like midday on Saturday and just kind of dedicate that day to finishing the game. But keep an eye on my blue sky, because that I might change that. But that currently sounds good to me. And I think we might have this game finished within the week? Maybe 2 weeks. I don't want to be too bold. But, yeah. Feeling good. Feeling a lot better, frankly. I was feeling terrible about this game. Thank you, pals, for joining me. I'll see you next time to continue and technically, possibly, I don't know, finish Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. See y'all then. Bye.